Welcome back, guys, to what is actually a last-ditch effort to rescue this series, and I'll explain why. And a completely unrelated thing. I've been having a nightmare trying to make this episode because I'm having a nightmare with my recording software. Now, I use Bandicam to record, and I've been using it for 4 years without any problems. And then a few days ago, it suddenly started to have syncing issues, the audio and video getting out of sync. And it happened like the first time, and I was like, okay, I'll re-record it, and not a problem. And then but the thing is, it's kind of intermittent and it's subtle. And like I released one of the Stellar Hub videos, and that had and that went out of sync like at the end of the video, which I didn't notice. And then I recorded this episode and uploaded it, and I didn't notice that was out of sync. And then I recorded this episode again, and it went out of sync. And but I hope I've changed some settings, and I did some research, and I hope it's fixed now. But seriously, it's been causing me a freaking nightmare. Now let's talk about why this is a last-ditch effort to redo this. I figured out how to get this line working, and I've actually done some work on this already. I've put let's see, where are we? Here we go. So where's the alcohol? Oh, that's Washington. Down here. Here we go. So here's the distillery. I've put one extra train on this line, right? Just to increase the frequency of the grain deliveries. Not the amount of the grain. It's still the same amount, but it just gets delivered a little bit more regularly. And then I've added 3 trains on the coal line, right? And you can see that have we got coal? Oh no, they've all spread out now. This was like about a year ago, so they've all spread out now because there was basically a hole in the coal line. There was a whole bunch of coal trains nicely spaced out delivering coal, and then there was a gap for like, I don't know, 2 minutes or something, and that was causing the distillery to never upgrade. So that fixes that. Cool, excellent. Well, what else have I? Oh, and then and then up in Newark, if you haven't been reading the comments, several people. Quite a few people have commented that there is a distance limit in the game, and Utica is obviously outside the distance limit, which is apparently 60 kilometers, which is apparently 15,000 pixels because each pixel is 4 meters. Apparently, that's what people are telling me. So what I decided to do was say, you know what? Okay, forget trying to maximize the profit on the Utica oil line, right? And we'll just focus on maximizing the profit on the fuel and alcohol line, right? So I put in this depot over here, and this line delivering just the alcohol. The vehicles are set to only carry alcohol to this point over here, which is a very dense commercial area, and that's given us like huge demand down at our distillery, which I'll show you. Let's quickly whiz down there, and I'll show you that. Here we go. We look at the demand. Well, we've now got like 3,000 demand. Okay, awesome, excellent. All right, so now, as long as this upgrades, we should get to the point where we can run full trains backwards and forwards, carrying a full load of alcohol up to New York and a full load of fuel down to Fredericksburg. Excellent, and that would make us tons of cash, right? So now, if you think that the Utica oil line, where are we? That's not the right one. That's the right one. If you think that the Utica oil line has been making us around about 30 million, and the Northeast Corridor is making us like just over 30 million. If we could get the Northeast fuel and alcohol, I mean, that thing should be able to make like 40, 50 million, like without any real problems, I would have thought. Then we'd be making a decent amount of cash for this point in the game, and we can carry on, right? So I did that, and guess what? This refinery, right, which was doing fantastic, suddenly started producing oil rather than fuel, and the oil was just disappearing, right? Now, there's nowhere for it to go. It wasn't going onto this truck station. These trucks can only carry alcohol anyway, right? So it wasn't going to this truck station. It wasn't going to this train station, right? And there's nowhere for it to go anywhere. Anyway, now this thing consumes oil, right? But this was line usage no, and there was nothing in here, right? So it wasn't going to the chemical plant, right? It was just disappearing, which meant that our line, our Utica oil line, stopped making any money, and like the whole thing was going to hell. And it's like, the thing is, the whole point of this series was to focus on the passenger lines of the Northeast Corridor, right? This series wasn't meant to be about industry. Industry was the reason I used the new industry mod was that when we like. First of all, we put some industry in to make us some money, right? And then when we'd made some, like, lots of money, we'd have something to spend it on because we could put factories in and do some kind of interesting chains around the place, right? Just as an incidental. But this was meant to be about the passenger lines, and instead I've spent, I don't know, well, like I must have spent the last like 3 or 4 episodes faffing around with this stuff. So what I'm going to do, I've loaded up the no costs mod, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move our fuel production like out here somewhere, right? Now, if you look at your games, right, you'll find that all of the industry is well away from the cities, and there's a reason for that. It's because if they're near a city, they don't freaking work properly. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to get rid of this food processing plant, right? And I'm going to get rid of this. This is a chemical plant. Get rid of that, and I'm going to get rid of this. Boom. Bye bye. Thanks very much. Don't come back. And I'm going to get rid of this, and I'm going to get rid of all these stupid fences down here. Boom, 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 boom. Go away. Go away. Zoom in a bit closer. Boom, 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 boom. Right, and then what we're going to do... Now, the thing is, we need to move this station at some point in the future anyway, because it's in the way of the airport. This station here, because we want to expand this to 2 runways at some point. So this would have to move in the future anyway. So I thought, what the hell? Let's bite the bullet now and just get it done. So... Now, this is going to mean that we're going to, like, have a real dip in revenue for... probably, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what I'm doing, and I'm going to get it set up, and then I'm just going to run the damn thing until this line is actually making money properly. Now, if it works fine, right, then we'll carry on, right? Seriously, if it doesn't work, if it's still screwing up, then I'm abandoning this series because it's no longer. I'm sorry, but it's no longer fun. It just isn't fun. Messing around with the, like, stupid... I mean, essentially they're bugs. And it's not... I mean, as far as I can see, it seems to be the new industry mod. It's the mods that are causing the problem. It's not the game itself. So don't write me lots of nasty messages saying, stop slagging off the game, because I'm not. I love the game. The thing is, I want to play the game and have fun. I don't want to play the game. So he left a comment on the last video saying, is this a let's play or a let's moan? And he's quite right. He's quite right. I want to have fun playing this. So, what I'm going to do... now, let's see. I need to just be careful of the terrain. So, thinking about, like, over here-ish. So, about here, then. Right, so if we put in... did it do what I want? Oh, processing oil refinery. So, if I put this over here somewhere... and I want to find somewhere... Oh, good lord! I'd like to put it somewhere flat-ish. Oh, that's flat-ish. All right. Well, let's put you there then. Can I bring you back a little bit? No, that is about as good as we can do. Right. So we'll put that there. Then we'll get the old terrain tool. We'll crank it up, put it on high, smooth this terrain down and up. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that down a bit and bring this up a bit around here. Right, now let's have a bit of a smooth. See what we can do. Come on, game, smooth. Smooth, damn you. There we go. It's getting there eventually. And there we go. Right, the rest of that I can smooth off later. But this needs to come up a little bit. Let's do that. And smooth. There we go. Let's do a little bit of a smooth out here. That's probably enough. Yeah, probably need maybe a little bit more out here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is move the train station out here somewhere. So I think what we'll do is we'll have the train station. So what do I want? I want a railway station, freight. We want a through station. Now I think I'm gonna curve this. So let's have it like that's the wrong way. Let's have it that way. So let's flip you around. Oh, no, it's that way. We want it that way, don't we? Yeah, that's the way we want it. Does that look about right? That looks about right to me, ish. You know what? I think we maybe even want it more curved, like that. Let's zoom it out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm thinking we want it probably something like that. And if we put it about there-ish, maybe. Right. Now, let's see if this is still in range. So let's run a medium country road, maybe. Oh, good lord. That's a little bit on the steep side. Let's make it a small country road, then it won't look quite so bad. Right, let's put you in like that. Accept. Okay. If I'm a bit distracted, I've been up all night. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is now. It's like, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And I have been working on this since, what? 6. Well, I've been working since 6 o'clock yesterday. So my brain's turning to mush at this point. But I'm just determined to to solve this one way or the other, right? Either this is getting fixed and it's going to work, or end of series, and then I will just ask you guys whether you want me to start a new series or not. I'd quite like to, personally, because I love playing Transport Fever. But if you guys are bored of it, then I would totally understand that, because I've done... Well, this is the 3rd season, and they've been pretty long seasons. And the thing is, now I'm actually getting other games to play. So, for example, Life is Feudal, Forest Village. I'm going to be playing that. Right, let's bring this up a little bit. That's good enough. Right. We want to extend this, don't we? Yeah. Right, so I want high speed, catenaries. I'm going to say no. We'll try and operate these with diesel. And then I'm going to do a 320 station. I'm going to put in like 4 platforms. God knows why, but I'm going to put 4 platforms in. And that's it, I think. I think that's all we want. Apply. Okay. So now let's get some track, high speed, catenaries no. Right, so we just want this probably from about there-ish. Yeah, from about probably there-ish. So, like, if I will you do something sensible? No, of course you won't. All right. Have we got trains up here? That's a Utica oil train. Oh, we don't have one of our trains from down south, so I can actually do this. All right, so let's do it. So let's chop this line. Let's take it back. Let's take it back to the edge of the forest, where Granny's house is, and then we'll put in this coming over here. Like if I just hook it up now, Let's have this coming into the inside track. Like that. Okay, what are you going to do? You're obviously going to do something fairly stupid. Okay, so I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to do some messing around with the terrain. Now, if I drop this down a bit... Okay, that gets us down to something moderately sensible. Okay, so that cuts through there. If I drop it down again, it makes a tunnel through there, which I'm thinking is probably not the worst thing in the world. A few tunnels around the place makes it a bit more interesting, and that's a lot better. So, you know what? Let's accept that. Yeah, I quite like that tunnel. Let's do a bit of terrain smoothing. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. Oh, let's do a bit more along here because that's a bit silly along there. I'll just take the worst of it on or off, and then I can do the little bits kind of offline. Right, that'll do, and that'll do. Okay, so then we come along here. Let's a bit of smoothing. Right, now, and then we're coming up here. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Let's elevate this. And then same with this. And to be honest, what I'll probably do, in fact, I'm going to do it now, is kind of raise this terrain around here so that the whole thing blends into the landscape a bit better. And then we want a little bit raising around here, like that, a little bit there maybe, a bit more, yeah, there we go, right, now let's have a little smooth and see what this looks like, so, aha, much better, there we go, come on, up you come, alrighty, cool. You're gonna keep coming up. That I'll worry about later. Okay, so we've got that track in, so now I need to connect the other one. So let's run you up here. Doing 2 bits. And you go into there. Right, so that's that. And then what we want to do is hook this up to here. Now what I'm going to do is, if I can, yeah, I'm going to go like around this bit of the mountain here, or hill. Okay, so we're going to try and run this off like, oh, well, apparently like that, because that's all it'll do, so there we go. Now, hang on. Should I put in a flying junction? Let's see. The trains come up this way. So that one's fine. So we'd want to, in theory, we'd want a flying junction here. Oh, maybe. We'll see. If I run this one out, that's still doing 140, which is fine for a freight line. All right. Let's see if I can. so that's done. That's done. There you go. That is probably the first time in a game. In fact, I think it is the first time in a game when I've actually been close to just throwing my freaking keyboard at the monitor and just saying, that's it, I'm done, rage quit, goodbye, end of series, thanks for playing. For a stupid bridge. Okay, so that then comes up here, and now I've got to hook this up to this. God, I hope this is just going to go in and not give me any problems. So we're hooking up to the outside, aren't we? And we're hooking up. That's the outside, so we need to go to the outside one. Come on, come on. To there. Okay, so if I drop this down, that's actually fairly reasonable. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Boom. And then we double track it. Straight into there. Bosh. Excellent. Hoo-wee. Alright, so I'll just take like the worst of this off, and again I'll like sort it out later. But let's get the kind of the worst of it off. Let's do. This side. Zoop and a little bit there. Right. Now, will you smooth? You should smooth nicely now. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. That's much more like it. And we'll smooth that down a little bit there. How's that look? A lot better. Still needs... Yeah. I was going to say that needs to come down more, but no, it doesn't. Come on, just smooth. There needs to be, like, extra high smoothing. There we go. Yeah, like I said, I'll spend some more time on this kind of afterwards and get that sorted out. Alrighty, so let's take the edges off that. A bit more. There we go. Smooth that. Yeah, there we go. And just take the rough edges off there. And that all looks good. Okay. Right, now we'll need signals on there, and we'll need signals on that section. Now, do I hook this back up temporarily? And I'm kind of thinking it might be an idea. If it'll hook back up. No, of course it won't hook back up. Don't be stupid, Skye. Oh, good lord. Come on. Thank you. Right. So you hook up to there. Let's turn the train speeds off. And we want you to just hook up. I don't know why I'm reconnecting this, but I am apparently, so. Does that? Yeah, that works. Okay, so those fuel trains can come up there. These fuel trains can come around there, and then we can rip all of this out when everything's going on the right tracks and stuff. Although, you know, having done what I've just done, I think, actually, I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to rip this whole thing out, actually. Boom, 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 boom. Bye, 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 bye. Yes, confirm destruction. Go away. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I really should sometimes think before I build. There we go. Right, so that's done that. But because what I want to do is push this train back up here onto this line. I think that's probably the best way to go. So confirm destruction. Boom. Right, now we'll be able to expand the airport. I mean, it's not till like the 1950s, but get rid of that nonsense. Now all I need to make sure of is that we get all the end bits so that it doesn't get left somewhere. So let's zoom in a bit. Boom, 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 boom. Well, I tell you what, while I'm doing this, have you watched the latest episode of Game of Thrones? Because if you haven't, oh my god, you're in for a treat. And if you have, oh my god, wasn't it brilliant? One of the best battle sequences, like, ever. I mean, that was, like, worthy of, like, a film, as far as I'm concerned. Boom, boom. So we want to get you all the way up onto here. And then, I'll figure it out somehow. I'm seriously, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to figure it out. I may end up having to put a track, like, across here to get them onto here or something. But you don't want to see me faffing around with that. I just wanted to show you, like, you know, laying the new track and stuff. We'll just do a quick tidy up. Get rid of these nasty marks in the terrain. Around there. And get rid of this stuff. I know some of you don't like me, like, showing the terrain smoothing, but some people do like seeing the terrain smoothing. Personally, I like seeing the terrain smoothing. So I kind of do, like, some bits sometimes, and then other bits I try and skip it. I'll try and mix it up for you guys. Right, so there we go. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to save the game, log out, reload it without the no costs mod, now that I've put this... That is an oil refinery? Yes, it's an oil refinery. I thought I put the wrong thing in there. And then what I'll do, I'll resort out the lines, and I'll sort the trains out and get the trains in the right places and stuff. And then I'm going to run it on until this is actually, like, producing again. Now, I'm going to have to move this as well. I'm going to have to move this over here. So this is actually going to have to be... it's going to have the extra straight connection, yes. So that we can ship... because I still want to ship the alcohol into here. And then I'll get the line running. Now, either it's going to work... in which case I'll come back to you and I'll go, hey, look at this, we're making money on this line and everything's looking good and it's all shipping to the right places and everything's good. Or I'll be coming back to you in a few seconds and saying, you know what? That's the end of this series. Let me know what you'd like me to do next. So I'm going to go away and do that, and keep your fingers crossed. Okay, guys, well, I'm afraid that I have some bad news for you. I'm afraid you're gonna have to put up with the series for a little bit longer because things are working again. Oh yeah. Let me show you. Right, so over here in Newark, the bit that we replaced, this is now up to 1344, and this will be upgrading soon, which is getting back to where we were. Right, we were at the 3,000 level before, so we're almost there. We're almost there, and obviously we get a big jump in profits when we, like, double the output from you know, like 1,500 to up to like 3,000. Over here, this is we've kept this up at the 3,500. So this is currently churning out 2,000, which is pretty awesome. Plenty of oil getting churned out. Not quite at the levels we were before, but close. We're up to 1936. It's taken a long time to get this back up to this level. I didn't think about it at the time. When I replaced this, I could have actually put in an upgraded one, because you can actually set it. You can pay more money, and of course with the zero costs, I could have actually put in like a level 4, which would be fully upgraded. But I didn't think about it, so it is what it is, and I'm just so happy that this is working. Now over here, this little puppy over here is now doing, yeah, and it's going to upgrade soon. So you know what, I'm going to let this carry on because there's no reason not to. So yeah, this is doing very nicely. Thank you. And if we look over here at the grain's doing very nice. And the same with the coal over in Allentown. Everything is working lovely. That's already upgraded to 3,000. And it's sweet. So all the people that have been telling me that I'm a moron and I'm doing this wrong and I'm doing that wrong, no, it was a combination of the whole Utica thing, which was just the distance issue, and the placement of this being too close to the city and stuff getting stolen and stuff not working properly. And but now stuff's working. Now, I have done some other things. Let me show you. So the current profitability, let's see, sold vehicles, and, sorry, new vehicles. Yeah, so we did about 80 million last year. Once things get up to the next upgraded level, I would expect us to be making a lot more than that. If we look at the line profitability, sort this. Here we go. Oh, I got rid of the Lusitania, by the way. I thought, yeah, we've had enough of that. You can see the Utica oil only line is still making a loss. But I'll talk to you about that in a second. So Northeast Corridor is still making 33. The Northeast Fuel and Alcohol is back up to 13, almost 14 million, which is sweet. The RF&P line, look at this, almost 9 million, because I've upgraded the trains on that line. I upgraded them to 8 wagons, and did I put an extra couple on? Because I put an extra couple of trains on to decrease the frequency, and the same with Norfolk Southern. I put a couple of extra trains on there. And by the way, I've been meaning to do this for several episodes. Apparently, Norfolk Southern didn't become Norfolk Southern until, I don't know, fairly recently. I don't know, what the hell just happened there? Okay, that was really weird. Something else going wrong. What the hell was that? Let's try that again. Where Norfolk Southern? What the hell happened there? I was just trying to. Let's try that again. Okay, it's behaving now. Anyway, it didn't become Norfolk Southern until fairly recent. I don't know, like the 70s, 80s, 90s, something like that. And before that, so at this time period, this was actually Norfolk Western. And Norfolk Western merged with somebody else, I forget what the name of it is. It's like the Mississippi, Ohio, and something else railroad or whatever, and became Norfolk Southern. So we'll change it back later on when we get it up to the appropriate date. But we'll try and get back to the accuracy of putting the right lines in and the right places and stuff. Okay, so we're still rocking and rolling. Seriously, everything's just working now. Although I have noticed. One thing at a time, Skye, for God's sake. Do one thing at a time. So, I've put some more trains on the Allentown coal. I can't remember whether I told you that. Did I tell you that? I can't remember whether I told you that before. It's been, because I've been working on this for a few hours and I can't remember what I said before. But I've put more trains on there. I've put more trains on the Bay Coast. I haven't put any more on Long Island because it's not quite up to the full level. I've put more trains on the West Shore, and I didn't do anything with the Newport News line because that's not quite maxed out. I did put an extra couple of ships on the Long Island grain. I got one more train on the Cape Charles grain. Yeah, and I think that's about all I changed. Oh, I put a few more trucks on the coal to make sure that was cool. Now, what I have played around with is the trains on the oil side. So these trains, I scaled them back. Remember, we got the Mikados and we had like 12 trucks, and I've scaled them back to, what are they at the moment? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've scaled that back to 6. And I only did that a short time ago, so we should start seeing these guys become profitable. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're getting there. It's happening slowly but surely. We're losing less than $1 million now. What are they carrying? How much are they carrying? Let's have a look. Oh, you're almost full. So yeah, we should be seeing those hitting profit like pretty much any time now. I scaled them back to 8, and then I scaled them back to 6, and then these trains, which are running on the Utica oil line, I had these scaled back to 6, and I've actually just added a couple of wagons and increased them to 8 because we were starting to run full all the time. How much have we got waiting? 115. So this is going to be running full, which is awesome sauce. So that's why that's nice and profitable. Let's flip you around, go up to the top. Oh no, other way around. So where are we? Utica oil, 4.5 million now. That's going to keep going up. Now the Northeast fuel and alcohol. Look at this, we're up to 17 million. Now that line, we've only got like 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've only got 7 trains, and they've only got 6 wagons. So when we scale that up a bit, oh my God, we're going to be making a lot of money, which is freaking sweet. Now the other thing is, now look at this. Let me pause for a second. Now we're shipping a fair amount of alcohol into New York, or into Jersey anyway, Jersey City. But look at this. We're getting alcohol put onto the Utica line, right? So it's like everything's just working naturally now. It's crazy. Like all we've done really is just move this away from the city, and now everything's working. I'm so pleased. I can't tell you. So yeah, I think that is pretty much all I've got to show you. So you're carrying almost a full load. How much does that make? Let's have a look. Oh, almost 1 mil. So what does that get us up to? Utica oil, almost 5 mil. Sweet. You're bringing up about a half load of alcohol. That brings in 800k. So that's now making 16.3 million. Peachy. So we now have, guys, 350 million to spend. Now, a few vehicles have become available. The first of which I'll show you is one of my favourite aircrafts of all time, and I love this paint job. The Douglas DC-3. So we can now upgrade all of our aircraft, but I'm not going to do that in this episode. We'll save that for the next episode, because when I upgrade those, I want to have a fly around on them, because I absolutely love that aircraft, and we're going to enjoy it. So what are we going to do with that? Oh yeah, we're going to upgrade our trains on the main line. So you know what? I'm going to go up to Boston and do it up at Boston, because we haven't been up here for a while. So where's the train station? Here's the train station. Here's the Northeast Corridor line. Now, when I go into replace these, you'll see we've got some other trains. So we've got the Hiawatha's now, and we've got this, the PRR GG1, which is an electric train, sporting a beautiful streamlined design. The GG1 not only looked good, but performed exemplary. That's not, I don't think, is that spelt right? I don't think, I don't know. Reaching high speeds. It remains in service for many years. Sure it did. But Hiawatha's. Now, you know what? Hiawatha's. Now, we've got the, we were going to upgrade to the K4 Pacifics, weren't we? Which are 90 miles an hour. Let's see. 200, 200. See, the Hiawatha is kind of the natural upgrade from the Atlantic, because the Hiawatha is basically an Atlantic with a streamlined aluminium body shell. Here you go. These high-speed streamlined Atlantic-type locomotives were built by Alco to haul the Milwaukee Roads Hiawatha Express passenger trains. So yeah, I think we go for those. The K4 Pacifics are 2 million. These are... So, we've got more power, less tractive effort. What's the weight? This is 210. This is slightly heavier, but I think these are more natural for the passenger trains, at least at this period. So that's what. Oh, we've got a new vehicle, the Ford Model 77. Oh God, I've got to go through all these and upgrade. Right, so let's get rid of this. We were running 8 cars, so we're going to go with... Let's pause this. Well, let's at least slow it down. So we're going to run a Hiawatha. Now, that thing runs at 99 miles an hour, as opposed to the K4, which is 90. Which means we can get a bit more speed out of these rather expensive wagons that we're going to be pulling. Coaches. So we're going to go with these heavyweight New York Central ones. Like pretty nice. I mean we could mix it up and use... Actually, you know what? We're going to mix it up. I'm going to use... Now, we've got these streamlined New Mexicos as well. Now, these are 30 tons, 18 passengers, 93. This is 19 passengers, 112, 35 tons as opposed to 30. These are 19 passengers. We'll go with these because I want to use these. So we'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I wonder. This should be able to pull 10 coaches, shouldn't it? Let's go. Let's say 5 and have 5 of the New Havens as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only the paint job that's different. They're exactly the same otherwise. So the classic Pullman heavyweight passenger car. Blah blah blah. Alrighty, so what's the length? That's 286, which is going to be much too long for a lot of our platforms, but they should be able to manage. So, you know what? Let's put those, let's see if we can afford them first. So, 500 million? Okay, in that case, let's try, let's take one of those off and one of those off. Right, so now we're only running 8 coaches, but they're much faster. That's 416 million. Jesus. God, every time I try to upgrade, it gets more and more and more expensive. It's crazy. These are 1.5 million. How much are these streamlined New Mexicos? Oh, these are only 1.12. Okay, you know what? Like, for now, just to try and get this, like, running so that we're making more money, and then I can change them later, let's get rid... Oh, let's just get rid of those. We'll use Hiawathas, add, with streamlined New Mexicos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How much is that? 338. We can afford that. Right, yes, we're doing it. Bingo. Right. Let's have... there's a... That'll do nicely. Let's... well, I suppose we'll jump on board. I'll speed it up. We'll get into the station. We'll upgrade. And then we'll ride back out of the station. And then when we get out of the tunnel, we'll switch to our near view. Whoa, some flying passengers. Awesome. So, the developers really need to put like the passenger numbers and stuff down here. It'd be really nice to see how many passengers you're picking up and whatever. So here we go. We've upgraded to a Hiawatha. How's the speed? Well, that looks like it's going a bit faster. I'm going to keep it running on fast until we get outside, and then we'll go to third person view and we'll actually take a look at this beautiful train. So let's slow it down. We'll jump outside and follow. So we're doing 52 miles an hour. I will be much happier when we get the heavyweight cars on here with the New York Central and the New Haven paint jobs. But I do like the Hiawatha. I mean, you can't mistake it for anything else, can you, really? Doing 67, 68. What's the power rating? It's going to be... Oh, I was going to say it's going to be poor, but no, it's mediocre. So that's fine. Oh, we got up to 70 miles an hour. Oh, no, we got up to 66 miles an hour. We're probably limited by the track. 68, 69. Oh, we hit 69. Who misses? Alright, cool. Now, obviously, it's going to take a while for these guys to fill up with passengers again. But I don't think it's going to take too long, because there's quite a few passengers waiting. So we drop off a few passengers. And we load up with... We're going to get a full load? Looks like we're going to get a full load of passengers. Alright, that's peachy. What about you? Are you going to get a full load of passengers? No, you're never going to get a full load from there, are you? No. But that's okay. When they've done like a full circuit, they'll be running full of passengers, I think. I think that's for certain. We're going to carry on riding with this train. I certainly don't mind. Got month end. Go away, month end. You want to enjoy these beautiful trains. There we go. Month end's gone. Now the lag's gone. Now we can enjoy the trains. Hang on up. What's it? The smoke doesn't normally do that when it's running on single speed, does it? Oh yeah, apparently it does. Okay. It's not even going that fast. It's only doing like 50. It looks better when you look at it from the back, because I normally look at it from this view. When you look at it from the side, it's a bit puffy. There we go, 57, 58. Come on, you can do better than that. But there are quite a few places on the track where we're limited on speed. So, I don't know, at some point I'll probably have a look at that. I might have a look at that between this episode and the next episode. At least there's going to be a next episode. So, I tell you what, let's have a look. So, the North East Corridor. Now, it's dropped, obviously, because when the trains upgrade, they lose their current passengers. So it's going to take a while for them to get the profits up again. But the Northeast Fuel and Alcohol is almost up to 20 million. Utica Oil is, oh look at this, it is up to almost 9 million. Is the oil only profitable yet? Let's have a look. Oh, yes, it's just got back into profit. Oh, everything's coming along nicely. Let's see, how are we doing money-wise? So last year we spent 34, which means that's 110 million. We've broken the 100 million barrier. No, not quite. Oh, not quite, because we sold 15. We got 15 million back. So 95 million. So we're almost. I mean, this year we'll definitely hit the 100 million, I think. Well, if not this year, next year we will. I think we will this year, actually, because everything's picking up. Alrighty. How are we doing? Because we've increased our capacity from 3,700 to 4,100, and we're already hitting 3,500. So yeah, this is going to make lots of money. It's going up again. It's going up again now. Or it was. Come on, go up. Go up. Hit 30 million again. Be nice to hit 30 million again, wouldn't it? So, well, the series is going to continue. That's the thing. And now that stuff is working and I've kind of sorted some stuff out. Oh yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to tell you. Because this is actually worth mentioning, and this is the kind of thing that you spot once you actually like if I play when I'm not recording, I've actually got the time to just sit and watch and look around and stuff. Every time one of these processing factories upgrades, right? So hang on, let's go and have a look at this one. See if this, because this was due to upgrade fairly soon, wasn't it? Let's have a look. It's going to upgrade in 6 months. Every time one of these upgrades, all the resource producers that are feeding that stop producing and go to 0 and then immediately start producing again. So I'm thinking that what's happening is when these upgrade, it kind of resets the line. And this has to re-recognize this. So the production falls to 0, and then it goes, oh, there's a distillery, and then it starts shipping goods. And I've seen that on the distillery, and I've seen it on the Utica oil line, and I've seen it several times because I've been watching all the upgrades. And it happens absolutely regular as clockwork. Every time there's an upgrade, you go through the pain of the resource producers stopping production and then restarting production again, which delays the whole process. Which I have to say is a bit of a pain, but it is what it is, and that I'm not going to worry about because that's just the way it works. We've got a fair amount of alcohol here to get shipped. Nice. Let's crank that up. Do I want some more? Oh, now that's what I should do. I'll do that now. So, am I going to do? Yeah, go on. I'll do this one line now. So, Jersey Booze. Vehicles, not vehicles, replacement. We want to replace those with Ford Model 77s. Now let's see. Now the Max are capacity 8 and speed 19. These are capacity... What? Capacity 5? Oh, but they're 37 miles an hour. Huh. Now the question is, can they take advantage of that 37 miles an hour in town? That's a really good question. So, hang on, these were 8, weren't they? So these are 5, but they're like twice as fast. I've got to say, that's a kind of a fairly minor upgrade from my way of thinking. I don't know, I might stick with the bloomin' Max. You know what? I'll open that question up to you. What do you think, guys? Should I go for the Fords, or should we stick with the Max? I'll leave that, and I'll just stick some more Max on there. Where's the depot? There is a depot around here somewhere. Let's turn my depot icons on. Here it is. Whoops, no, go away. Oh yeah. Buy road vehicles and Max. Must remember to make them where are you? Alcohol only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's stick another 8 on. Set line all, and this is Jersey Booze. Here we go. Off we go. All right. So that'll keep that down. That's excellent. Look at all the fuel we got now. 34 on the northeast. 69. Oh, good. A lot of 69s in this episode going to Utica Oil. So yeah, everything's looking pretty darn good. Utica Oil. It's up around the 10 million mark. Northeast Fuel close to 20. Northeast Corridor has dropped a little bit. This is coming up now. 3600. All 3700. 3800. Almost 3800. So yeah, these numbers are all going to be going up. Alright guys, we will leave it there for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to get back to the fun stuff. We're going to do the airplane. We'll upgrade the airplanes. We'll have a ride around on the DC-3s because they're just awesome. We'll do some more train upgrading. We should have enough money. I'll probably run it on for like a year, so we've got a bit of cash. Oh, I should point out, I did repay the loan because I knew that I wasn't going to be using the money for anything. Oh no, I didn't repay that. No, you know what? I did repay the loan, and then I found a problem on the line. There were loads of trains flipped around, and I replaced all of those. And then for some reason, one of the coal trains got stuck on here. I really have no idea why it happened, but it did. So yeah, I had to reload the game and reset it. And I forgot to repay the loan. So I should have repaid the loan. Let me repay the loan. Quite a few clicks, but I think we've got just enough money to repay the loan. So I'll probably let it run through, maybe just into the next year. Maybe we'll start the episode like just before the new year or something. It kind of depends how much cash. I want to have a bit of cash in the bank so that we can actually do some upgrading. So yeah, but it's going to be back to the fun stuff. I really would love to put in the line from Fredericksburg down to Charlottesville and out to Charleston. I'd like to get that going, but that's a bit tricky with the placement of this station. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that. If you've got any suggestions for that, you can let me know. I'd also love to do Ocean City. I think we'll just put a bus route in from Salisbury out to Ocean City. I think that would probably be a good idea. I'd like to do a train route down to Atlantic City. That would be a very, very cool idea. But I need to research that and see exactly where the line went. We'll figure that out. Everything up here is cool. This is going to be the one. We need to do a train line that goes from Albany over to Springfield and then up to Boston. And we've got to cross this terrain. There's going to be loads of like trestle bridges and tunnels and all kinds of stuff. That's going to be very fun. That'll be a fun train ride. So there you go, guys. Can you tell? Can you tell the happiness is back in my voice? All the crap's gone. We'll get back to the good stuff. I will catch you for the next episode. I hope this episode wasn't too much of a pain in the backside. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.